All right, a small request. I want you to give me a feedback. I've started to use a new Rode microphone, so let me know if the quality of the voice is better, including the disturbance at the background. Can you hear? That's number one. Second one is I would request you to watch this video at 1.5 speed or 1.25. The reason being is I'm not well and I'm fasting, and today's the fifth day no food, so I might sound a little like this. So just watch it at that speed. And third one is please let me know what I'm sharing with you. Do you find it true? Is it false? Because there are these hardcore UAE dedicated newbies who say, you're simply hating on UAE. UAE is an Islamic country. UAE takes care of all the expats. This is all fake news. You're a hater. You are a loser. You're a bum. You got kicked out and whatever, deported and all that nonsense. So let me know if what I'm sharing with you, there's an element of truth. And if you have any bits of news which are not published and you think it's worth sharing, share it with me on my email, to my email in confidence, and I'll definitely consider that I should make a video, and yes, you'll be kept confidential. So, love to hear your thoughts. Watch the video and let me know, is there a difference in the audio and my energy levels? Let's start. All right, this is part 2 of the UAE happenings on the various topics. Part 1 was what I spoke about, overcrowded homes, and the Dubai government or UAE government is saying you can't have sharing. In this video, I'll speak about UAE pardoning the 57 Bangladeshis, what I think about it. Dubai RTA, Road Transport Authority, claims that thanks to the Salik, travel time has been cut by 40% and traffic is going to reduce, which I think is a whole lot of bullshit. Then you have Dubai US influencer jailed. What did he do? What did he post? And finally, the Dubai nightclub scam, where they actually get in touch with men who are single to meet actual women, but then how they end up losing all their money. Okay. So the first one is UAE pardons the Bangladeshis. The summary is, when you had Sheikh Hasina, the Bangladeshis got tired and fed up of her ruling, and especially the quota system. There was mass protests and the whole country got in standstill. So you had Bangladeshis who were very passionate about their country protesting. But even though a right to protest or right to freedom of expression, it all sounds great. In the Middle East, you do not do that. Okay? You want to earn good money, you want to earn tax-free money, you want to enjoy a good lifestyle, you want to feed your family, then shut up, follow the rules, focus on work, mind your business, go back home. The minute you start mixing politics and protests and trying to damage property or whatever, or even this, when cricket, when India or Pakistan, when they win and all the Indians are on the streets, I personally find it like, are you forgetting that this is not your country? Are you forgetting that you can get into trouble? Yes, I know the joy of celebrating, yay, India, #1, Pakistan, there's that. Yeah, I would rather have you a private party at your house residence, celebrate it with decorum, celebrate it with, style, in privacy. This roadside banging drums, stopping the traffic, screaming and shouting on the roads, it's not my style. I don't know if it is yours. So these guys is Bangladeshi 54, very passionate young men. They decided to cause a protest on the streets and all that. I don't know who the fuck actually cared in UAE. People are just thinking about work for the next day. They're thinking to be peaceful with their families. And here you had these 54 screaming and shouting on the streets and hi, who he and this and that. Okay, you'll say that they're passionate about their country. Passionate, do that back in Bangladesh, not here. So as UAE likes peace and calm. They rounded up all these 54 and some got 1 year, some got 10 years, some got 30 years. Okay. Now, I knew it for a fact. It was obvious that at some point they would release them, deport them permanently with a permanent ban. Okay. And I do not know whether the ban would extend to other Gulf regions, but they would be banned permanently. Now, I personally felt you got what you deserved, even though it was way too high, 10 years for one protest. But I can definitely tell you, not a single one who was in jail was feeling, yes, I did it for my country. Yes, I'm proud of it. They were regretting because now their livelihood is destroyed, can't feed their families. What will they do? Okay. So, I knew that they would deport them at some point of time, but I'm glad that they deported them earlier. You had Professor Muhammad Yunus, who got in touch with the UAE president and said, please, they were innocent, agreed that they broke the law, please request. So UAE, President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan is a smart businessman. He knows that keeping these 54 in the UAE prison does not benefit or harm UAE. It's no use. And, if they die, then Human Rights Watch, and then if they take care of them, they have to give them food. It's just a bloody expense. Check United States, how much money that they're spending. The highest number of people in jail. It taxes the government. So UAE was like, yeah, you love them, take them back. Permanently deported. We're very happy. And this, for PR purpose, it looks very good for UAE. And I would personally say that it was a very smart thing to do. So these 3 Bangladeshis were sentenced to 30 plus years, and the other 54, they all went home very happy. Bangladeshi community is very happy with UAE, so good PR. And end of the day, I think everyone's happy. But however, I would definitely say that the people who regret the most will be those Bangladeshis, because they've just lost their jobs. They've just lost their ability to earn in dirhams and, change the currency and have a better life. So stupidity has a price to pay. Ignorance, ignorance is not a bliss. Anyway, good for Bangladesh and for UAE, good. Now, let's hope people don't make the same mistake. The next one, RTA, Road Transport Authorities, these tall bullshit claims. 40% is travel time will be cut, and traffic will reduce, and this will help the greenhouse, all bullshit. I'll give simple logic. Let's say there are 7 people staying in a family. I'm giving an example. Your wife, your brother, your sister, your mother, your father. Okay, all these people are staying, and your friend. Okay, let's say, you, your wife, brother, sister, mother, father, your friend are 7. Let's say all of you are staying together, and you have to travel to work. You're traveling to work to 7 different places. Now, if all of a sudden, because of Salik, you say, okay, we'll not use our car. We will use the bus, we'll use a sharing cab, or there's no sharing cab. We'll use a taxi, then we'll take a bus, then we'll take the train, then we'll take the bus, then we'll take the taxi to work. You see how inconvenient it becomes? Okay? Even if it was affordable. Because if it is cheap, there will be a line of up to half an hour to 45 minutes. You seriously think people have the time to wait for 45 minutes every time there's a connection, or 30 minutes or 15 minutes? And the buses are going to go slow. They'll go, stop, go, stop, go, stop. Might as well take your car. Okay. The second one is, let's say, what is more important to you, time or to save, $10 on Salik per day? So, whether they hike up the price of petrol or parking or toll gates, end of the day, people they want to go to work fast, finish the work, come back home. And the UAE government and RTA knows that. And here's one more thing. Let's say you can manage to go to work on a metro. Let's say your house is near the metro and your office is near the metro. Fine. Then you don't have to worry. But if the distance starts increasing even slightly and you have to go walking, who's going to walk in the 50 degrees or nearby of Dubai heat? You want to go to office sweating and drenched? And then, if this is a metro which is a straight line and your office is 90 degrees somewhere else, how the hell are you going to go there, man? Then you have to spend more. And there are some cases where you'll not even get a taxi, you'll not even get any way to reach to your office. And then if you're a salesman, what the hell do you do? Metro is going to take care. Going to one location would take around 3 hours. Then what, you're going to meet only 2 clients per day? So it's ridiculous. Look, it's ridiculous, when you talk bullshit and when you give garbage. Stop. Just stop. People don't want to listen to this nonsense. So all they are doing is trying to whitewash the nonsense that they're talking and make it sound, justifiable. But I can assure you this, people can see through it, and it's a proven fact that they'll not only come out with more ways to increase the Salik, but more Salik gates will be created. Let me know your thoughts on this topic. Do you think I'm right or do you think I'm wrong? Then it comes to this US influencer jailed. Okay, now the reason why he got jailed was not because he was putting negative stuff about UAE. These, Western tourists who come to UAE, and especially even the Israeli tourists, they, I don't know, they have this attitude like the country owes them something. They think they can get away with anything possible. Sorry to say, but Indians are very afraid because they'll be afraid. Yes, they have their quirks and they have their cheap Charlie mentality and they're smelly. They're saying, I'm an Indian, so I'm talking on behalf of. So, but, every nationality has their quirks. So when you're having these Americans who think they rule the world, and you're having these Israelis who, I don't know, for lack of a better term, think they are the greatest nation. So some of them, I'm not saying all, some of them really don't know how to behave. And we can read the news where they assault people or they abuse people or they, in their anger, they break things. So this American guy, he and his brother were drinking until kingdom come. And then when they were stopped on the streets, and they must have thought these are like American cops, you can, these are my rights, read out my rights and don't touch me. So they assaulted the cop. They must have. This is how I assume that they are, because their values and their behaviors come from back home. And they were fined only 5,200 dirhams. That's $1,400, not much. But they will be made to pay the fine and they'll be deported. Here also in Thailand, we get a lot of very bad tourists, very poor quality. Lately, there have been a Kuwaiti gang who have been causing ruckus in Pattaya, fighting with the locals. The police rounded all of them and deported them. Then you had, during the Russia-Ukraine problems, a lot of Russians, a lot of Ukrainians. So they were misbehaving. And some of them, I don't know why they don't use their brains. They actually bring drugs. Thailand is one of the worst countries in the world where you can go to jail. Okay? And you wouldn't want to be in jail, man, in Thailand. In Thailand, you just don't want to be in jail. So, but anyway, the sad thing is this guy was an Air Force veteran and a Miss USA contender who was due to compete. But now, because he got arrested, he got his plan got jeopardized. Being an Air Force veteran, he should learn to respect the laws. I don't know. Anyway, UAE didn't want to provide any details and they kept it mum. Last but not the least, Dubai nightclub scam. So the summary of this article is there was, these profiles on Tinder which were actually fake, but they were middlemen. And these guys were like, I don't know, pimps or sales people for nightclubs, where they would convince these guys to come down to a certain nightclub, certain specific ones, and they would actually meet real women. Okay, real women. And these real women would order expensive drinks and everything else, okay, food and all that. But obviously, they have no interest in the men. During that time, they would show interest, so the men would spend more money. Oh, I got this beautiful hot pussy and poo-tang and beautiful girl. I love this. You must have thought dream came true. After they would order all the stuff, these girls would vanish. And it's very normal in many nightclubs where these girls get a percentage of the drinks that are ordered. Because remember, it's not the actual cost, it's a premium. So it's food and the premium. So they would leave these men having to pay the bill up to even 10,000 dirhams, which is not a small thing. Some people's salary. So this went on for quite some time. And it seems two individuals were main suspect in this. And they were offering these services to literally 6 nightclubs. It seems there was even a European woman who was doing this and a nightclub manager. So victims, they shared the experience that they lost 3,000 to 10,000. And some victims managed to reduce their bill after a heated argument, while many others had to pay the whole thing. Finally, after posting all this online, they finally got their money back. So Dubai's Department of Economy and Tourism, they declined to comment, but this is very much a reality. So like I said, when something is too good to be true, it generally is the case. So anyway, what do you think? Do you think this is very common, uncommon, or surprised? I personally, this is not at all surprising in UAE. Although there are many guys who claim under my channel, hey, stop hating on Dubai. This is all fake news. Anyway, this is reported in Khalij time, so should be true. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly. Love to hear from you. This is me signing off. You guys take care.